we are not going to be cautious. We're going to rush headlong into these numbers.
Of course.
You found that 43% of the 1,000 likely voters that you polled said that Paul Ryan was the right choice for Mitt Romney for the ticket. Now, you also found, though, that a third of these voters that you polled were unsure. They're still not sure about this pick. Who are these people? Are they Republicans who aren't sure because of, say, Paul Ryan being a congressman and the Ryan budget? Are these people who don't even know who he is? Are these Democrats who wouldn't vote for him anyway? What does that number mean?
Well, let's start with the people who are excited about it tend to be Republicans. I think one of the real pluses of the pick of Paul Ryan for the Romney campaign is that before this selection, we were finding that most Romney supporters said the election was nothing more than a choice between the lesser of two evils. But 7 out of 10 liked Ryan. I think they're starting to say, okay, maybe this gives us a permission to really like this Romney guy. And so that will help a little bit. The people who are unsure are not focused on the campaign, and they're not aligned with either of the parties. These are the undecided voters, the uncommitted or loosely committed voters. And you know, they were probably doing something else for most of August rather than following the campaign on a day-in, day-out basis.
So, Scott, I know the table and my fellow co-hosts here are going to want to jump in, but one last question. John Zogby did polling to see what this Ryan pick, how it might be affecting the electorate, and he finds that for the first time in the 2008 campaign, Mitt Romney now has 40% of the youth vote. Could be because of Paul Ryan and that choice this weekend. What is your sense of where the youth vote might be going because of Paul Ryan, or maybe it's just too early to tell?
The youth vote is not going to be as strong for Barack Obama as it was 4 years ago, with or without Paul Ryan. Partly that's because there was such a tremendous outpouring of support then, and there's a lot of disappointment now. Most voters under 30 still have a favorable opinion of the president, but it's not anywhere near the levels that we saw in 2008. I would expect that youth turnout will be down a little bit this time around, and that I think Obama had a 34% victory margin among the youth, among the under 30 voters last time. I would expect that will come down a little bit. But for Republicans who are dreaming of winning the under 30 vote, it's not going to happen.
Oh, Scott, this is S.E. Cup. Good to see you. I want to stick with the youth vote thing for a second. You know, we all know that young people reliably vote liberal, but more importantly, they reliably don't vote, and that's what we're all looking at here. And I think Gallup recently had expected youth turnout to be 58%, and that is always higher than what actually turns out, of course. 51% is the turnout from last year of 18 to 29, and they cast their vote 66% in front of Obama. We are all expecting a lower turnout. Does Paul Ryan bring any of those folks over from the people who are staying home, not the people who are going out to vote for Obama, but the young people who maybe just have decided, I'm probably not that interested in politics this year?
He might. I mean, we don't know. He's a fresh face, and actually I've been pretty impressed with him on the campaign trail these last few days. I've been pretty impressed with the energy that the Romney campaign seems to have going on offense on some issues. So it is possible that Ryan will bring some of those people out to vote for the Republican ticket. I don't think it should be thought of as a game changer, but it might help on the margins in a very close election. Right. And S.E., something that you brought up, and this is a question we hear all the time at this part of an election season. There's a difference between polls of registered voters and likely voters.
Sure.
And one of the reasons is what you just said. Registered voters have a lot of young people in them who have taken the time to register. They may have voted once before. They may have voted in 2008. But they are certainly far from a reliable vote. And that difference is very strong in this election because seniors are heavily in favor of Mitt Romney, and they are heavily likely to turn out and vote.